When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. I think she likes that song. Beep, beep, beep. Today I am ranking and reviewing the Beatles' Let It Be. And I'm ranking it, yes, I'm ranking it and reviewing it before Abbey Road. I know some of you won't be happy, but I had a poll in my community and I listened to my viewers, and 69% of you wanted me to review and rank Let It Be first. So you other 31% of you won't be happy. That's it. Look, what a coincidence. I'm wearing a Let It Be t-shirt. Let It Be is the 12th and final studio album. I should rank this last. Let It Be is the 12th and final studio album by the English rock band The Beatles. It was released in May of 1970, almost a month after the group's breakup, in tandem with the motion picture of the same name. Like most of the band's previous releases, the album topped record charts in many countries, including both the US and the UK. However, the critical response was generally unfavorable, and Let It Be came to be regarded as one of the most controversial rock albums in history. Rehearsals began at Twickenham Film Studios in January 1969 as part of a planned documentary showing the Beatles' return to live performance. Paul McCartney conceived the project as an attempt to reinvigorate the band by returning to simpler rock and roll configurations. The filmed rehearsals were marked by ill feeling, leading to George Harrison's temporary departure from the group. As a condition of his return, the members went to their own Apple studio with guest keyboardist Billy Preston. The project then yielded a single public concert held impromptu on the studio's rooftop on January 30th, from which 3 of the album's tracks were drawn. So the album cover, I rate the album covers, and this one, I'm going to give it a B. I'll give it a B+, because it's the Beatles. And, you know, I wish they had stuck to their original idea, which of course was back duplicating the cover shot from Please Please Me and calling the album Get Back maybe instead of Let It Be. But so this is, the thing about it is I like the simplicity of it and just let it be at the top, no mention of the Beatles, because you know who it is anyway. But some of the shots, like Paul's shot, and you know, it starts of course more clues that Paul is dead because of the background not being white. But that's not the best shot of Paul McCartney, and even the Ringo shot, I think that's a symbol in front of him, but I like John's shot and I like George's shot. So these two, I think, could have been a little better. They could have just possibly chosen better pictures. And then I'd give it a solid A at least. But let me know what you think of the cover. Everybody can have their own opinion. I don't know if you know that or not. So my 3 favorite songs. Once again, very difficult to choose just 3 favorites when there's so many. But I've chosen Let It Be. And the single version I love too, but I love the guitar solo on the album version. But both are great. Across the Universe, which of course, once again, John Lennon kind of put down. You know, there's 3 recordings at least of Across the Universe, and John was never happy with them, but I love them. I think most Beatles fans love them. And then the other one was between Get Back, I've Got a Feeling, but I've chosen Two of Us. So when this came out in 1970 in Canada, and in the UK, but I don't think they got the box set in the US. It came in a box set with a book which easily fell apart because the spine wasn't the greatest glue job or whatever for it. So the pages could come out very easily. And it was one of my brothers that had the album. I didn't have it. And he would play it. And the first time I heard it, I think I was more in shock than disappointment, because it sounded, quite different from Abbey Road, pretty rough, and even a little bit out of tune, at least at first, with hearing Two of Us. But, very quickly I learned to love Two of Us and all of the songs on this album. And a funny story about my brother, my one brother, Bob, I could listen to his albums, I could take them out and play them, and I was, I took care of them, I didn't scratch them or anything. And with my other brother, Don, he didn't like me touching, he was more particular, and I could not touch his albums. And one day, I think he had the Let It Be box set standing somewhere, and I never touched it. Sometimes I would, I'd sneak and play one of his albums, but I didn't this time. And then when he came home, he accused me of playing it, and maybe punched me or something, or punched me there. And I hadn't even touched it. So going over the songs, Two of Us, I just played this again, and you kind of forget, because you kind of think of it almost as one voice when John and Paul are singing together. So last time, I focused on the vocals, and I think one of the biggest moments for me in music is when John and Paul, nothing against George either, because when he sings too on songs like Because, it's incredible. But when John and Paul sing together, the way their voices just blend, it's magical. And so yeah, that's why it's one of my favorites. Dig a Pony, I used to not love, mainly because of the lyrics. I thought they were kind of stupid lyrics, and they probably are stupid lyrics, just gibberish, I believe, which John likes to do occasionally. But the song itself is great, and John's vocals, so I love it. And Across the Universe, I love, of course. I Me Mine. The only thing that bugs me about that song is I wish I kind of didn't know that it's actually shorter than it is, and they just duplicated part of that song onto the end, which kind of takes a little bit away from the song for me. Why didn't they just make it longer? But it's a great George Harrison song. I love it. And of course, Let It Be. And I love the little, I also have Let It Be Naked, which is good. But overall, sometimes people ask me, I prefer this because it's more, I like the little bits of talk in between, and John's funny little quotes like at the beginning of Let It Be. And now it's time for All the Angels Sing, or whatever he says. I don't remember. I never listened to this album. And Maggie May. Now Maggie May I could have chosen it as the least favorite song, but it's not a full song. It's just a snippet, really. So obviously Maggie May would be my least favorite. But for a full song, my least favorite, I forgot to tell you, my least favorite would be The Long and Winding Road, which I still like. It's not one of my favorites, though. I think it drags a little bit, and I know Paul wasn't happy with what Phil Spector did with the strings, but I think Phil Spector did a pretty good job overall on this album. But that's just my opinion. For You, Blue, I love, love, love. And Get Back, of course. The only thing about Get Back is I don't like because it's the what is it? It's the studio. It's like they're mixing the studio version with the live part at the end where John says about the audition and all that. And so I would have preferred it to be the live version. And also the single version, they don't put in the, you know, little fade out and it comes back either, so I don't like that. So overall, it's a great album. And in my rankings, what did I give it? I forget. In my rankings, I'm going to give it an A-. And that's because, you know, like I said, the ending with Get Back, and The Long and Winding Road, not one of my favorite Beatles songs. And I've Got a Feeling and One After 909, of course, are great. They've got that raw live feel to them, and it's not all polished. I love it. So I give this album an A-, and in my rankings, it goes between Help and Beatles for Sale at number 9. So I would love your thoughts on Let It Be in the comments section below. Thanks for watching and have a great day.